Hello, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. I always love that music. Isn't it funky? Play that funky music, white boy. Yes. Hey, hello, everybody. I'm glad that you're here on our quarantine. How many days have it been? About almost 60? It's crazy, isn't it? Well, anyway, make sure you subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and comment. We'd like for you to participate and tell us what you think it is. If you don't believe it, that's cool, too. Always take a look-see, though, have an open mind. There's all kind of spirits out there. We live on the Hammonasset Ley Line. We have those boulders that has quartz in them, and they're kind of lined up there. And a lot of energy here, lots of energy. And there's a winged being that flies around here. So if you see it, put a timestamp on it, and we'll do a shout out for you and say we appreciate it. That's for sure. I have a lot of pictures today I'm going to share with you. And I would just like to say hello to all the people on Facebook that subscribed to me the last few days. I do appreciate it, man. You guys have been really nice all over the world. It is so cool. The community is so nice. Everybody is just so nice. Even if they don't subscribe, they're still nice. It might not be for them, what I do. I'm kind of UFOs and the spiritual side of extraterrestrials, but we do the nuts and bolts too. And we're going to be showing that this summer, that's for sure. I'd like to say hello right now to all my friends on Twitter, my Twitter community that I am tight with, a lot of people. Let's see, we have Raleigh Greenlee. Clown's Paranormal Adventures. Hello, Clown. If you haven't seen him, go there and subscribe. He has a live stream every night for hours. And when I say hours, like 8, 12 hours, And if he's not doing that, he's doing an investigation live. So make sure you join him. He's a hard worker, that's for sure. And Jack USA, Veronica, Tim Badrick, it's always on Twitter, and he's always showing some really cool pictures. Ivy Winters, Artzilla, Diane Richmond, Cult of the Horror Goddess, Ari Stone, Loretta Houston, Rachel Rodriguez, Peter Renee. You've been sick. I hope you get well. And Show Me the Light Paranormal, Kristen and Anthony, some light workers that's just really, really doing a great job down in Australia. So I'm glad to have you, and thank you so much for your support also. Past Life Explorers, GhostQuest.net, Beyond the Veil Investigations, Ripley's Ghostly Adventures, Super Night, PTV. Now, he's a gamer, but he's real cool with the paranormal community, too. So he just kind of happened when we all got together, and we're one tight family now. It's really cool, so check him out. And let's see, we have Steven, You Name It Paranormal, LLC, Andrea Rica, Living with a Ghost, and Loretta Houston. And there's many, many more, and I have some on my description box below. And while there, it shows you how you can make a donation. You can become a monthly Patreon like Dr. Debro Cherry has, my first monthly Patreon, and I do appreciate it, Doctor. And also, you can just make a one-time payment. Also, we have PayPal, so that will help us out. Well, we have 944 subscribers now. Won't be long, about 56 more to come, and we'll have 1,000 subscribers finally reach our goal. So hopefully we'll do that before the month's out. If not, in the month of May, we're thinking. We sure do hope so. Make sure you go and watch the videos. I sure do appreciate that, okay? All right, enough of this. And enough of me. I hope you're safe. Wash your hands. Use common sense. Use your mask. I use a mask in this too. And I'm always wearing it here lately. So just use common sense and be careful. I think we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, so it won't be too much longer. That's for sure. And you'll be out investigating and having lots of fun, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here's our first picture of the show today. So you see this right here? There's two eyes, there's a nose and a mouth, and there's some ears. It's some kind of animal, and I'm going to say it looks like an extraterrestrial. It could be a feline being, could be a cat, but look at all of these faces. You see lips there, a nose and two eyes. You see two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. Here's one on top here, two eyes, nose. Looks like they had a mustache going right there. And there's a little person right there you can see. And then there's two ears, two eyes. That looks like some kind of cat right there. But above right here, it does look like a wolf or something right here. Two eyes and the snout and the nose right there. You just keep looking and you see all kind of things. And then you can see right here, it looks like someone. They're just overlapping each other. It's just dimensions overlapping dimensions. And I wanted to show you that. And let's see what it looks like when it's bright. So this is pretty bright right here, and let's take a look at it again. So I'll brighten it up, and you can't see as much right there because it's so bright, you see. And right there, the two eyes that's behind them and the nose. And there's a fella here, or an entity, whatever you want to call it. So I wanted to show that the way it looks. And we got little things right there. You don't want to see that, do you? You do? Okay, we'll look at it real quick. See? You see a face right there, two eyes, nose, and a mouth, and there's some ears right there in the trees. And the other one up here is, oh wow, yeah, look at that. Two eyes, nose, and a mouth. You can really see that. That almost looks like a skeleton, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's wow right there. I didn't even see that. It was kind of small, and they're usually pixelized, and I usually don't give them much attention, but I need to. Okay, this is some ectoplasm that I caught right outside the door. And I said, wow, look at this. It looks like a lion. See the eyes there, the nose, and the mouth, and the mane right there? Yeah, this is one of the spiritual feline beings that we call on. You know, the feline beings are the protectors. They used to protect emperors, kings, and queens, princes, and everything all the time back in the old ancient days. You can see the paintings of them in India sitting in a chair on a throne with all kind of food and girls around it. They were always the protectors. Couple of orbs here. There's a double one here I wanted to show you. Isn't that cool? What do you think this is? I thought it was kind of like a face, two eyes and a nose. There's something right there in the middle that could be a nose. And it may not be into our reality all the way, but you can see there's an entity there. There's two eyes and a mouth right there. It looks like there's whiskers or something coming off of it. And this one's not in all the way to this reality, but you can see there's something there. And then there's that other one. It looks like it's the same one. It's a little faded out. Two eyes and a nose from the last picture we just saw. You see. Okay, let's see this one up here real quickly. And that looks like a wolf or something right there. The nose, the two eyes, the snout right there. And then there's two eyes right there. And there's something right there. It's all kind of entities in this Merkaba, or looking glass, or portal, whatever you want to call it. And here's some more ectoplasm, and I saw this. I usually don't show it too much unless it's really, really good. And I saw all this stuff in it, and I'm going, wow. Now, I said, I looked at this for a long time yesterday. I said, well, is the eyes there, or is an eye here and the eyes on the other side, and we can't see it, and this is the mouth, and then this is the neck going down. I said, that's kind of weird. And then if you look right here, it looks like somebody here, two eyes, nose, and a mouth, and their arm coming down, or something coming out of them with two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And then under here, and I thought it was an entity. It could be his body, but two eyes, nose, and a mouth wide open right there. And then this looks like some kind of animal or a shark or something coming down. See the teeth right there on this thing? It could be some kind of weird fish or something. I don't know, but see it right here in the mouth and the teeth right there? Looks like a shark, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? Isn't that just weird? Man, in my backyard. You know what? Oh gosh, it's crazy. And you see all kind of spirits here, you know. And then we have a cemetery that's not too far, maybe a couple of blocks down from us, and we do have some of that activity here. They do come over here. It's not far at all. Look how bright this sucker is. I see an entity right here, eye, nose, and a big smile. I love it when they smile. And there's a little something right there, two eyes and a mouth. and a lot of energy around that orb for sure. And then we got one in the fairy circle. We have two actually that's showing up. And you see how I say it's always pixelized, but if you look, you can see them coming out of there. There's two eyes right there, and then somebody's in front of them. And then look at this guy right here, just standing or sitting. His arm going there. There's his body and his head right there. And that's the orb or the opening, the portal that he's looking through. And there's no telling where he is. And then there's a person right there looking. So they could be looking from another planet, another dimension. And if you flip it around, you can see somebody right here. But I don't flip it around because I always show them how they present themselves to us, you know. And that's just the way it is with me. That's the way I like to do it. But anyway, this is like two people right here, or it could be a symbol. I thought it was like two silhouettes of people right there. But you could look at it like some kind of symbol too. So it's just according, you know, just don't know. This is the way it looked like when I took the picture. See the guy right here, or the entity, the two eyes, nose, and a mouth, the smile right there, and there's that entity right there. You see it a little bit better right there. And you can see all kind of different stuff in there. Look at the colors on this. It's just like colors of the rainbow. They say this is like Palladian or something, this kind of color right here, the pink, the blue, and the gold. So it could be. As you can see, here's someone in the middle, and there's someone on top right there. And you can see the circles going around this orb right here. I think these are different kinds of dimensions right here that we're seeing, these lines right here. That's just me. I don't know. But there's something in the middle here. It looks like hair and two eyes and a nose almost. I don't know. And then there's somebody right there. And let's see if I think I toned it down a little bit, but look at all the activity right here, all the little elementals, and here's the portal and the vortex. And let's see here, if we move on. Yeah, I did. There it is. Okay, and this is what it looks like darkened up. You know, all that plasma is really bright, you see. And you see somebody right here. It looks like somebody right there, and this is his chest, and something growing off of him, or it's somebody in front of him. You know, it's probably what it is. And I don't know. This looks like it could be hair, or it could be an entity. And there's the person right there. It comes down, and then somebody's in front of them right there. Two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. Most of the time they're smiling, so that's pretty cool, and they're looking at us. Because when I take these pictures, I'll be looking, and when it flashes, I can see them. And they're small. They're not really big at all. And I can see the reflection. The only way I can see them anyway. All right. Every once in a while, I'll see them with the naked eye. I think they can let us see them if they want to. It's just according to how far they come into our reality, to our visual spectrum. And this is something in here. There's two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. You can see that. And here's one over here on the tree. And it's kind of pixelized, but you can see something right here. And then if you look at the big picture, two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. You can sit there and look at it and see all that stuff. It's really cool. And yeah, when you zoom out, look at this. Two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. That's really weird. And let's see what's got over here. Where's that other one at? Right here? Is that it? Now, that's a dog. See the two eyes, nose right there, the snout right there? That's a dog right there. That's one of the canines that's around here. Okay. All right. Well, we got one up here, too. I missed that, didn't I? Okay. Let's see real quick. It's in the tree. You see how transparent it is? See how it lights up that limb right there? Yeah, it's there. Two eyes, nose, and a mustache right here. See it right there, the guy? That's an entity right there, a traveling entity. Now, we have spirits, we have ghosts, we have dimensional travelers. It's just these quartz boulders right here are lined up, go all the way, and they go beyond both sides in other people's yards. And they're even buried in the ground. And these are from walls and big boulders that were broken up at one time in ancient times, and we just made fairy circles, and there's some back there that are stacked on each other. I don't know who did that. They're huge and heavy, so whoever did it had some equipment or some kind of technology to do that. It's wild. And this is the fairy circle right there. And this is a vortex. And then let's look and see if we see anything down here on this vortex. See that right there? There's two eyes, nose right there. There's some kind of entity coming up out of there. We see all kind of things come up out of this thing. It's crazy. And if you saw the show, I guess it was 2 shows ago, there was something shooting out going straight up into the sky into space. Right up here, it was just going straight out. So make sure you look at it and watch some of these videos. Now this is one where I've tuned it down a little bit. Let's see what that looks like up here. And just adjust the brightness and the contrast is all I do. Yeah, you can see there's what it looks like when it's toned down. So what do you think it is? I see a cat nose and a cat mouth right there. I see 2 ears right there and 2 eyes and some kind of animal. And these could be extraterrestrials that look like animals to us. Okay, could be. And this is some kind of ectoplasm. I just, you know, it looked like a dog at first, then it looked like a horse. So I don't know. Let's take a look at this and just show it to everybody, because look at this orb over here. Look how big this thing is. It's huge. Do you see anything in it? I see all kind of different stuff, but it's pixelized and it's really hard to see. But you can see there's an entity right there that's peeking through. There's one right there, 2 eyes and a nose. You can see right there, 2 eyes, nose right there. It's just all kind of things in that. You can stop it, pause it, and shoot it if you'd like, and take a look-see at it. And over here, the ectoplasm. You know, it's just all kind of, it's like 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth, something looking at me, you know what I mean? That almost looks like some kind of wing or something. Just kind of crazy right here. I wanted to show that because that looks like a dog. And it's all kind of different things in here. This looks like an extraterrestrial right here looking at the orb. And here's something looking. Here's like a dog with the ears and 2 eyes, nose right there. And there's something there. Just spirits. Looks like spirits just hanging around or passing through. They always do. That's what it looks like, darkened up. And you see that looks like a dog or something looking over that way. And little wings right there. Okay, now this came very close. I was out there meditating. You see I'm a good ways away from the fairy circle, and these came right by. These are orbs flying around. Here's one right here too. They were flying around right next to me, and I darkened them up to see what we could see in it. Look at the pretty colors. Isn't that something? That looks like that could be Palladian. You see that right there? Isn't that cool? That was a good catch. I was glad I was able to catch that. Let's take a look right here at this one right here. I said, man, this thing is on the move, but I do see a face in here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. And right in here, and that thing is on the move too. So, pretty colors too, isn't it? Isn't that something? And this was something, some more ectoplasm on the fairy circle, and there's a orb, and you can see it looks like 2 eyes, nose, and a big mouth. Look at the teeth right there, smiling. See the ear there, there's something in there. And this one right here, you see the mouth, the 2 eyes, nose, ear right there, smiling. You can see the teeth. See the teeth right there? Pretty as you please. And 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth, something right in here. And I don't know. You know, tell me what you think it is. Here's a guy or entity right there. See him right there? It's little, but he's got 2 eyes, nose. It looks like he's smiling. Got a cloak or something on, floating around. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. I'm going to tell you, there's life after death. So, you know, where you go, I don't know. But you can see right here, man, that looks like a lion right there. 2 eyes, nose, and look at the mouth right there. You see how it's smiling right there? Look at the teeth. There it is right there. Spiritual people, entities, animals, ghosts, dimensional travelers, extraterrestrials, spiritual extraterrestrials. It could be. And it's crazy here on Earth anyway, so I'm sure there are people like that here, or entities. And this is on the pine tree or above the pine tree. This looks like the one that was down by the ferry circle right there. So it's still a little pixelized, but you can see there's two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. There's a person, always someone in the middle, driving these things. They own it or have created it spiritually or something. And there's the person right there, two eyes, nose, and a mouth, an entity, and one right here in the middle. It's just entities over entities. Now, this one looks like a lion. See the two eyes, nose, and a mouth, and the mane right there? There's the two ears. It looks like a lion to me. It does, doesn't it? A spiritual feline being, and that's for sure. And you see we have all kind of orbs here. There's a dog, it looks like, two eyes, nose right there. We see that a lot up there, that one. It looks like a chihuahua almost. And there's something here, two eyes and a nose and a mouth right there. Some kind of entity flying way up in the sky there with the big pine tree in the backyard. And I think that's it for today. Well, I hope you enjoyed our show. That's it for today. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and give a thumbs up. And also, tell us what you think about it. What's your opinion? Your honest, true opinion, of course, okay? I do appreciate everybody. Just use some common sense. Share love and light. Please don't get into these politics. You know, I find myself talking to people sometime, and man, they can just be nasty about stuff. I don't want to get dragged into that crazy stuff. So anyway, just use love and light. Know that you're a spiritual person. You have your higher power. Do clearings. Just use love and light and common sense. Wash your hands. Use a mask. You know, I hear people say this is not real. They're doing something. All kind of conspiracies going out. All I do is pray, and I live every day, and I protect myself and use a little common sense. That's all I can do, okay? All righty. That's my words of wisdom for today. This is David, the Backyard Ufologist. I hope you enjoyed my show. Sure do. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you here in a couple of days. Bye-bye.